Hi guys, so today I'm going to be talking to you about Solomon Northup, aka the 12 Years a Slave. So Solomon Northup was born on January 10th in 1807 and died after 1857. No one knows how old he was. No one knew how he died or whatnot, because he did just end up disappearing from the eye and disappearing after everything. But he was an abolitionist and the primary author of the memoir 12 Years a Slave. I'm going to put a photo here. He was a freeborn American of mixed race from New York, son of a freed man and a free woman of color. He was a professional violinist, farmer, and landowner in Washington County, New York. In 1841, he was offered a traveling musician's job and went to Washington, D.C., where slavery was legal. There, he was drugged and kidnapped into slavery. He was shipped to New Orleans on April 24th, 1841 by James H. Birch aboard the Big Orleans from Richmond, Virginia. Northup was purchased by a planter and held as a slave for nearly 12 years in the Red region of Louisiana, mostly in, I don't know how to say this, it's going to be up here. If you can pronounce it, please pronounce it for me. I don't know how to pronounce it. Parish. He remained enslaved until he met Samuel Bass, a Canadian man who was working on the plantation where he was enslaved. Bass helped to get word to New York, where state law provided aid to free New York citizens who had been kidnapped and sold into slavery. His family and friends enlisted the aid of the governor of New York, Washington Hunt, and Northup regained his freedom on January 3rd, 1853. The slave trader in Washington, D.C., James H. Birch, was arrested and tried, but acquitted because the District of Columbia law at the time prohibited Northup as a black man from testifying against white people. Later in New York, his northern kidnappers were located and charged, but the case was tied up in court for 2 years because of jurisdiction challenges and finally dropped when D.C. was found to have jurisdiction. In his first year of freedom, Northup wrote and published 12 Years a Slave in 1853. He lectured on behalf of the abolitionist movement, giving more than 24 speeches throughout the Northeast about his experiences to build